Welcome to Sutter Health Park in Sacramento, home of the Athletics. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins. And pitching in this one for the A's, Jacob Lopez. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
The 1-2. On the ground to third. Not in time.
He's good.
Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Tremendous stop right there. Impressive, but just a little tardy on the exchange, and with good speed going up the line, that cost him. Great hustle for the infield hit.
Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins.
Ball, that's inside.
Step off, throw to first.
No, he's in there.
Edwards, back on a dive. Here's the pitch. Runner goes.
Yeah.
Strike in there. Throw to second. On a bounce. Safe. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Out to center. And there's one down. Okay, let's check out the lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Griffin Conine.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Man at second. On the ground, right side, Kurtz. He'll do it himself, and there's two away.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the first run of the game as the Marlins take the lead.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So two down. Kyle Stowers will hit next. Liner, base hit. Not in time.
Safe.
He's safe.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
The batter now, Griffin Conine.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in, you got to try to get another one or maybe two.
First inning and already up to 23 pitches. Now a pop-up on the infield. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting the start for Miami, Max Meyer. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy. Leading off, Tyler Soderstrom. Swings and misses. That's strike two. That's a little bit low. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. And here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Now he's challenging the called strike. So the call will stand. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Ground ball left side. And that's just foul. Two down, nobody on. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that is that. Nothing doing there for the A's. They're down 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Connor Norby. That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he'll challenge that called strike. So the call will stand. 1 challenge remaining for them now. Ripped into right field, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Got him. And that's the first out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
1 out man at first. And up next for Miami, Otto Lopez. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. 2 away now. Back to the top of the Miami order. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. 1-1 now.
Ball.
Out to short. A dive. He's got it. Over to first. But it's not in time. Base hit.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well. Nice play on both ends.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. It's his 8th home run of the year. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 4-0.
The wind didn't hurt the chances of that ball getting out of here. That's for sure. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So 2 down. Jacob Marcy, the next up for the Marlins. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Stays alive. Two down, nobody on. That's hard hit on the line. And that is that. But the Marlins get 3 on the homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Bottom of the inning, and now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. The 1-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
This one smoked on its way out of here. His 18th home run of the season, and they're on the board. It's 4-1.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another.
Now, here is Zach Geloff. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in game one of this three-game set. Swings and misses. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swings through that one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That one just misses. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close, but it was a ball. No challenges left for them now. Payoff pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Strike two. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy. The count 2-1. Fly ball down the line, and it hooks. Foul.
Well, he's ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the
Ball
distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
Oh, look at the stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. A's get one back on this solo blast. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Popped up. Wilson takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder.
And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Tracks it down for the out. Out number two. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Miami down in order, but they lead it 4-1. As we go to the last of the third. Stepping in, Lawrence Butler. Bounced up the middle. Throws to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. Gets the call. 1-2. Soderstrom wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Right side, and foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Nick Kurtz.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach. Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure
to first, it short hops him, but a nice pick for out number 3. The A's strand 1, and they trail it 4-1. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Hogan Harris.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And here is Graham Pauley. Wilson sends it to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. So now with one away and a man at second. Now it's the shortstop, Otto Lopez. On the ground to short, Wilson. Got the out. So back to the top of the order. Now it's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. The 2-1. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. And that one handled to first. That ends the frame. Marlins lead 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Bottom 4, and now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. That one fouled off. The 1-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Zach Geloff up next for the A's. And now 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The Fish leading by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In the air, right field, Conine coming on. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the A's, shortstop Jacob Wilson.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jacob Wilson. And now it's filled up. Wilson not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge, and that one was indeed a strike, so that removes their last challenge. Two down, nobody on, and there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step.
Fair ball coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2. Runner first with 2 away. Now the third baseman, Max Muncy.
That's a ball.
check swing, but he went too far. And the count is 2. Fair ball. McNeil headed home. The relay throw. And he's out.
On the tag, he's out.
Down, and that ends the inning.
Man, I think his legs are feeling good in this one. He really tried to stretch it there to go from first all the way to home, but he ran out of steam a little bit as he came around third. Great relay from the defense.
New inning getting started. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Heriberto Hernandez.
You know, these Marlins putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
One up, one down.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to
He's
get
good.
off a throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Up next for the Marlins.
One
first
gone
baseman,
runner at first.
Hoskins.
And up next for Miami, Rhys Hoskins. Battling here as he fouls it away. In the air to left center. Butler has a beat on it. 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases.
JT Ginn taking over on the mound.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the ball.
Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal at second base.
Base hit into the outfield. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. So a man at first. Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. Hard hit, right side. Gets it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Digging in, Lawrence Butler.
Lawrence Butler.
You know, these
Ball two.
Athletics, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8. Back to the top of the order now. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom.
Soderstrom.
The 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember,
Take your base,
I
ball
can't
4.
hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Man at first. Now it's the DH, Brent Rooker. And a ball and 2 strikes. That's to third, Paulie. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Back with a look at key moments so far in this one. Connor Norby
Leading off
now at the
for
plate.
Miami, the designated hitter, Connor Norby.
This one in the air. Wilson. And there's one away. Graham Pauley getting ready to hit. On the ground, right side. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Otto Lopez, the next to hit. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
That catches the outside corner. It's 2-2. Next offering way upstairs. This one in the air, center field. He makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They're still out in front, 5-2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make them. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Pete Fairbanks.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging. 1 gone here. Next up for the A's, Zach Geloff. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Here's a 1-2. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's got a chance. Gone.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Line to left. That's out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Just missed. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires over to Hoskins. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. A's draw closer on this homer. It's now 5-3. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. The 1-1. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Sends it across to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Up next.
Here's the catcher, Heriberto Hernandez. He crushed one out of here earlier, an absolute tape measure shot.
Yeah, indeed. It was a rocket. Just launched that thing. His swing, man, is so clean right now. I doubt he even felt the baseball make contact with the bat.
Hard on the ground to first. Kurtz takes it to the bag, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next.
2 down, bases empty. At the plate, Jacob Marcy. And he grounds one to the right side. Geloff. Over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Marlins 5 and the 8. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think. Oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Here comes the skipper. Now on the bump, Andrew Nardi.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
The tying run at the plate. Right through there for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here. Way to lay off that pitch down.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 2-2. And that one is inside. The Athletics with the tying run at the plate. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Stays alive. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. The 2-1. In the air, right field. Konai moving under this one. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. The relay. And it comes in too late. He's up to third in the flyout with 1 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Now the number 2 hitter, Nick Kurtz.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Fly ball to right. He's got it. Runner tags for home. Here's the throw. But it's offline. He will score.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run.
That is the inning. Ready to begin the 8th. Leading off, Rhys Hoskins. And a foul ball. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next,
when you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins.
Ball.
That one to first, and it goes just foul. Two. Flips it. There's one. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. Griffin Konai will hit next. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Carrying well. See you later. His 7th home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 6-4.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Connor Norton, the next up for the Marlins. And the inning is over. Marlins add another with the solo shot. Bottom of the 8th. And here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. popped up. Hoskins. And there's one down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Ball, that's low.
No question about this one. It's out of here.
2 homers, and the latest one brings them back into striking distance, Boog.
Manager out of the dugout. The new pitcher in the game, Anthony Bender.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Fires over to Hoskins, and 2 away now.
Good sinker low in the zone right there, and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
That's ball 2.
In the air to left center, Marcy on the move. And that'll do it. The A's get one on this homer. 9th inning. So they bring on the veteran, Mark Leiter Jr.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
And we're back. Their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
1 away.
Up next for the Marlins, shortstop Otto Lopez.
And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And a swing and a miss.
Ball.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Up next for the Marlins, second baseman Xavier.
Back to the top of the order. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. The 1-1. Just missed. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight 1-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
This one in the air, center field. Butler takes it in for the out. 2 down.
Up next for the Marlins, catcher Heriberto Hernandez.
And at the plate for Miami, Heriberto Hernandez. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Line drive, that's a base hit. Lopez around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead in the 9th.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
And now Jacob Marcy. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Out of here. So he just clears the wall. It's his 8th home run of the year. And they add on. It's 9-5.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Well, you can never fault a guy for going after a hitter in a 3-2 count. He tried to challenge him, but just didn't have enough to get it by him. Really good swing. A nice home run.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Elvis Alvarado.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins pushes it foul. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is that. 2-run shot for Miami this inning. It's now 9-5.
I'm gonna run you wild. You can't stop me.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Let's take a look at how the ball's been flying today. Plenty of power on both sides in this one.
Yeah, games like this were so fun for me as a hitter, Boog. You grab your bat and head to the plate thinking, hey, could be my turn to go yard next.
On the ground. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
And that one finds its way through. And a man aboard.
Everything came together for him. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the A's.
So they're down to their final out. Nick Kurtz now at the plate. Here's a 1-1. What a stop. Throw to second, and what a play. Ball game.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.